Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech, and in this session what we are going to learn. In this session we are going to install the Windows 11 on our Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, but we are going to use here a Raspbian OS and the Raspberry Pi Imager for flashing the Windows 11 image inside our SD card. Also friends, we are going to create the dual boot system with the help of USB boot on our Raspberry Pi 4. Means you can boot either with the Windows 11 or either you can boot with the Raspbian OS, also you can boot with the Kali Linux. Okay, because of we are going to create the USB boot system. So right now I have the Windows 11 with the SD card, and that SD card I have insert in the Raspberry Pi 4 card slot. Okay, so if you want to go with the USB dual boot system, you need one more SD card, and that SD card flash with either Kali Linux or maybe a Raspbian OS. And with the help of USB boot system, you can just put that SD card inside the card reader, the USB card reader, and when you want to boot with the Raspbian OS, simply connect that USB card reader to Raspberry Pi 4, and then you can boot with that USB card reader with the Raspbian OS operating system. So this is the concept, this is the way you can create the dual boot system. You can boot with the Windows 11 or you can go with the Raspbian OS. Okay, so right now I have here a Windows 11 already installed, okay, on the Raspberry Pi 4. Okay friends, so friends, as you can see, this is what the card reader, the USB card reader, and inside that I have already format with the Raspbian OS 16 GB SD card. Okay, so I have already enabled the USB dual boot system. Okay, USB boot system on our Raspberry Pi 4. I will show you, but I just want to show you the concept first. So right now, as you can see, we are basically booting with the Windows 11 on our Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, so that SD card, the one SD card I have insert inside the Raspberry Pi 4 card slot. That's why it's booting with the Windows 11. Suppose I want to boot with right now the Raspbian OS. Simply I want to connect this USB card reader with our Raspberry Pi 4 USB card slot, and then our Raspberry Pi 4 will boot with the operating system which we have a flash inside this SD card. So I have right now the Raspbian OS inside this SD card. So if I want to go with the Raspbian OS, simply I want to connect the card reader with the Raspberry Pi 4 USB port, and then it will boot with the Raspbian OS, because we have here our USB boot system enable. Okay, so this is what the concept for creating the dual boot system. Also friends, for Windows 11 we need here a Ethernet cable. Okay, Ethernet cable for internet connectivity. So just get the Ethernet cable, connect the one port with the router and another port with the Raspberry Pi 4. Also we need here a cooling system. So I have used here my old CPU cooling fan for the Raspberry Pi cooling system. So this is what the small things we need here, Ethernet cable. Also we need here a cooling fan. Okay, so now we are going to move on our desktop, and I am now again boot with the Raspbian OS. Okay, and then we are going to download the Windows 11 image. Also we are going to install the Raspberry Pi Imager, and then we are going to flash the Windows 11 image on our SD card. So now we are going to move on our machine. Okay, so friends, we are now on our Raspbian OS, Raspberry Pi 4 desktop. Okay, so first we are going to download our image. Okay, and remember one thing friends, if you suppose want to go with the Windows system, then you know the Raspberry Pi Imager is available for Windows system also. So download the Raspberry Pi Imager software for Windows, and then you can flash the image in our SD card. Okay, so first we need our image. Okay, so simply go to the repository. I will mention the link. Okay, as you can see, WinARM, this is what the folder. You need to simply go inside the folder. I will mention the link. Okay, you need to simply copy and paste the link, then as you can see here it is what our image.txt file. Simply click on the file, and this is what the Google Drive link where I have saved the file, save the image file. Okay, so simply you need to click on like this way. You need to double click, then right click, and as you can see you will go to HTTP, and this is what our Google Drive link. Simply click on this option and it will open the Google Drive link. Okay, as you can see this is the win11.zip file. Simply you need to download this file. Click on here, and as you can see here, unable to scan the file for viruses, simply download anyway and it will download the zip file. As you can see it's downloading. The file is basically 8.7 GB. This is what the zip file. The actual file size is a 14 GB is there. So I have created the zip file, that's why it is it's become 8.7 GB. Okay, so download the zip file. I have already downloaded the zip file. Okay, I will show you inside the downloads. As you can see, this is what the Win11 zip file. If I right click, go to the properties, as you can see the 8.7 GB. Okay, so we have now our zip file ready. So for installing the Imager software, open the terminal and we are going to run the command like this way: sudo apt install rpi-imager, and hit enter. It will install Raspberry Pi Imager on our Raspbian OS. So I have already installed it. Then go to the menu, go to the accessories, and here it is. As you can see the Imager. Simply click on it and it will open our Imager software. That's it, we have our Imager software. Also I have connect the SD card with card reader. Okay, so simply as you can see this is what our card, and I have the card which I have already installed the Windows system. Okay, but I am going to format this. Simply choose OS and we need to just scroll down, come to the use custom, and here it is what our win11.zip file which we just download from the GitHub repository. Simply click on open, choose storage. As I told you, I have here 15.9 GB SD card. Simply select it, click on write and click on yes. And now of course we need to mention the Pi user password. So mention the Pi user password as per your password. I am going to click on OK. Okay, authentication failed because I have, let me again enter the password. Click on OK, and as you can see now our image is flashing inside our card. So because of its long image, so it will take more time. Okay, but our image is now flashing inside our card. Okay, so its process is started. Now I will just pause the video. Okay, as soon as the image flashing process completed, I am going to again start the video. Okay friends, so stay tuned. So friends, image writing process is completed. Now it's verifying. As you can see it's verifying, but I am going to cancel the verify. Okay, so cancel verify, and as you can see you can now remove the SD card from the reader. So simply click on continue, and we have successfully flash our Win11 ARM image inside our SD card using Raspberry Pi 4 Imager. Okay, so now friends, if you want to create the dual boot system, as I told you in starting at the video, if you want to create the dual boot system, simply you need to enable the USB boot system. If you want to simply go with the single boot system, you simply skip these steps. Okay, so I want to boot with Raspbian OS, also our Windows 11. For that we are going to enable the USB boot system on our Raspberry Pi 4. For that simply open the terminal. Again I am going to make a zoom in here like this way. Okay, now simply run the command sudo space raspi-config. This is what our command, and just hit enter. And here we need to go first 8 number option. The 8th option is for the update. We need to update the system, so simply come to the 8th option, hit enter, and it will update the repository. Okay, as you can see the process is started. So friends, we have successfully updated, but as you can see here, let me show you. Here it is say the temporary failure resolving problem. The problem is what? If I want to solve this problem, so I'm going to do like this way: sudo space nano then slash etc slash resolve dot conf, and here I'm going to change the name server. Suppose if you have the same problem, you need to go like this way. You need to edit the slash etc slash resolve.conf, and here I am going to mention 8.8.8.8.8.8. This is what our Google DNS server. Control X, Y, enter, save, and I am going to run again the same command. Sudo raspi -config is our command. Come to the 8 option, update, hit enter. Now this time we don't get the error. Okay, so the error is basically the DNS error, the domain error. So simply change the domain, and you can change with the Google domain. Okay, so we have successfully updated right now. Now we need to go inside the 6th one option. So 6th one option is the advanced option. Simply enter, and here we are going to first go inside the A7 option. The A7 option is the bootloader version. So come to the A7 option, hit enter, and we are going to choose here the latest boot ROM software. As you can see, the E1. Simply hit enter on E1, then reset the boot ROM to defaults, of course. So hit enter for yes, and boot ROM reset the defaults, hit enter for OK. Now we need to go again the 6th one option, the advanced option, hit enter, and this time we are going to come on the A6 option, which is the boot order option. So come to the A6 option, boot order, hit enter, then here we are going to select the USB boot. Okay, so simply B2 USB boot, hit enter, again enter, OK. Okay, and that's it. We have successfully enabled the USB boot order option. Simply finish. And would you like to reboot now? But we are not going to reboot automatically, because we need to insert the card inside our card slot, the Raspberry Pi 4 card slot. So I'm going to just shut down the machine. So we are basically not going to reboot right now. So I'm going to shut down the machine. So I'm going to press the tab button and come to the no and hit enter. Okay, so friends, as I told you, these steps, this USB booting enable steps is completely the option step. If you want to create the dual boot system, suppose if you want to boot with the Raspbian OS, and if you want to boot with the Windows 11, then you need to create the USB boot system. If you want to boot with the single system, you just skip these steps. Okay, so now we have our image flash inside the card. Okay, now we are ready, and now I am going to just insert the card inside our Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, so now I am going to shut down the system. Okay friends, so friends, as you can see, this is what our card, and this card basically we have flashed with our Windows 11 image. Now I am going to insert the card inside our Raspberry Pi 4 slot. Okay, so friends, as you can see, this is what our slot, and this is what our card. As you can see, this is what our card. I am going to insert inside the card slot. That's it. I have inserted the card. Now we are going to boot with our Windows 11. So friends, as you can see, our Raspberry Pi is basically detecting the card. Okay friends, and now it's detected the card, and now it's booting with our Windows 11. This is what the first screen, and here it is. As you can see, the option is the escape. So press the escape button from our keyboard. Okay, and then you will get this kind of the boot menu session. Okay. So friends, we are basically now on our boot session. Okay, as you can see, and here it is, the first option. As you can see here, the device manager. Okay, so use the down arrow key from the keyboard and come to the device manager option. Okay, right now, as you can see, I am now on the device manager option. Simply we need to press enter here. Okay, and then we are now inside the device manager, as you can see, and here it is, the option which basically we are going to use here, the Raspberry Pi configuration. So simply press down arrow key and select the Raspberry Pi configuration. As you can see, Raspberry Pi configuration, simply hit enter here, and we are going to set first the second option. So second option is what? As you can see here, second option is the display configuration. Okay, so simply press down arrow key, come to the display configuration option, hit enter, and here we are going to set the virtual 720p option. So we need to again press the down arrow key, and then as you can see here, I am going to press the down arrow key, and this black square, as you can see, is moving. So press the down arrow key and we need to select the virtual 720p. As you can see right now, this black square is in front of the virtual 720p. Okay, so I want to select the virtual 720p. So here we need to press the space button. So I'm going to press the space button. As soon as I press the space button, as you can see, the X sign is now set in front of the virtual 720p option. Means we have enabled the display setting is basically 720p. Okay, now again press the down arrow key and come to the native resolution option. As you can see, native resolution option. So now we want to disable the native resolution option. So simply there is X is already, so we want to remove this X. So again we need to press the space button. Okay, and as you can see, the X sign is removed. Means we have disabled the native resolution and we have enabled the virtual 720p resolution. That's it. So display configuration is set up. Now we need to press the F10 to save. So I am going to press here F10 button. Okay, as you can see, the save configuration changes. So simply press the Y for yes. As you can see, press Y to confirm. So I am going to press the Y from the keyboard. Okay, so that's it. We have saved our display configuration. Now again we want to go back. So press the escape. And now again we are inside the Raspberry Pi configuration, and here this time we are going to go inside the advanced configuration, which is the third one option. As you can see, which is the third one option, the advanced configuration. Simply press down arrow key, come to the advanced configuration option, hit enter. Okay, and here the limit RAM to 3GB, because of we are on the Raspberry Pi 4GB, so we need to disable the 3GB by default option. So right now, as you can see, the 3GB RAM option is enabled. Simply hit enter. It will give us two alternatives. So we want to disable, simply press the up arrow key, come to the disable, hit enter. Now as you can see, the limit RAM to 3GB is just a disable option. Now again we need to press the F10 for save. So I am going to press the F10 save, then press Y for yes, and here it is. As you can see friends, the Raspberry Pi 4 is now rebooting. So automatic it will get the starter process. Okay, the process get automatic started. Okay, remember one thing friends, because we are basically set up the Windows 11 on Raspberry Pi 4, so it take a little bit more time for basically starting the booting process or completing their first setup process. Okay, please have some patience. Okay, as you can see friends, here the square and the process is started. Here it is. As you can see, the sign is basically the Windows 11 process is started. Don't do anything here, you need to simply wait. Okay, you need to simply wait here friends. Don't press any button from the keyboard, simply wait for the completing process. Okay, now friend, this screen is rolling. As you can see, the getting devices ready, starting services. Getting devices ready 16%. So friends, as you can see, the machine is again rebooting. Okay, so friend, basically we are going to the machine, the Raspberry Pi 4 is booting second time. Again we need to don't do anything here. Okay, simply wait it will basically start the automatic process. So we are basically on the second boot, the automatic boot from our Windows 11 setup. Okay, and as you can see friends, again the process is started automatic. I have nothing pressed here from the keyboard. Okay, simply we need to wait and it will started the process. So friends, now as you can see, the just moment screen is started. So now friends, as you can see, finally the Windows logo is slowly up. And friends, finally we are basically started on our graphical setup. From here we need to select the country and all those things. Okay, so friends, our graphical setup is started and here it is. As you can see, is this the right country or region? So we need to select our country. So I am going to select the India. Okay, simply we need to scroll up here and we need to select our country. So I am going to search for India. And as you can see, here it is, the India. Okay, so simply select it and then click on yes. So click on yes, and now it's moving for the further process. So friends, next setup is what? Is this the right keyboard layout or input method? So of course we want to select the US input method. The keyboard method is US. So by default it is set up on US. So simply click on again yes. Then want to added a second keyboard layout. So I don't want to add right now the second keyboard layout. So I'm going to simply click on, here it is, as you can see, the skip button tab. So simply click on the skip. Now again it's moving for the further process. So friends, here it is, as you can see, now the license agreement. So simply we need to click on the accept for the license agreement. Okay, as you can see, the accept tab button is here. Simply click on the accept and now again it's moving for the further process. So friends, next screen is what? As you can see, how would you like to set up this device? Okay, so set up the personal use or you can set up for the work or the school. So I have this Raspberry Pi 4 is basically my personal use, so I am going to go with set up personal use. So select it and then click on next. As you can see, click on next and again it will move for the next process. So friends, here it is, as you can see, we need here the Microsoft account. So remember these things, you need here the Microsoft account. So just visit the Microsoft account, Microsoft website, okay, and then use your Gmail ID and create the new account. If you don't have the Microsoft account, create the new account, okay, and that account ID and the password we want to mention here for continuing. Okay, as you can see here, so I'm going to mention my Microsoft account, Gmail ID and the password. Okay, so friends, now as you can see here, I have entered the Gmail ID. Now I want to enter my password. Okay, so I'm going to enter the password. So friends, I have entered the both password and user ID. Okay, and now it's moving for the further process, as you can see. So friends, next is what we want to create the pin for login. Okay, means this is what the user password. Okay, so we need to create the pin here. So simply, as you can see here, it is the option create pin. So click on the create pin and we need here to create the pin. Okay, So this pin is basically our login password for our machine, the Windows 11 machine. So remember this pin. If you forgot the pin, you basically not able to log in inside your Windows 11 machine. So I have to enter here pin. Okay, as you can see, the new pin and the confirm pin. Okay, so I'm going to enter the pin here. So friends, I have entered the pin, okay, and also confirm the pin. Now click on OK. As you can see, there is a OK tab. Click on OK. Now friends, as you can see, the next screen is the welcome back Sanket, because I have already create the Windows 11 machine with same Microsoft ID. So that's why it's asked me to restore the from desktop, or if you want to set up the new device. Okay, so simply I need to set up as a new device. So simply I'm going to set up as a new device, then click on next. Then friends, next is what we need to select the choose privacy setting for your device. So simply these things is mentioned as it is, don't change anything here. Simply we need to click on the next, and then accept. So here friends, as you can see, the let's customize your experience. Okay, so I'm going to simply skip here. Here it is, as you can see, these steps I am going to skip, because this step is for the gaming, creativity, family. So right now I don't want this all the settings, or simply click on skip here. The next is what friends, save space on your PC with OneDrive. So right now I don't want to go with the OneDrive, which is the Microsoft OneDrive. Okay, so simply we are going to select here only store files on this device. The second option, as you can see, we have two options: automatically store my files in OneDrive, and the another one is only store files on this device. So select the second option, click on next. Now here friends, as you can see, try premium office apps. So simply no thanks. And friends, as you can see, we have done with the graphical setup, getting things ready for you. This might take a few minutes. Don't turn off your PC. Good things coming your way. Okay friends. And friends, as you can see, we have our Windows 11 is on our Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, so we have successfully set up our Windows 11 on our Raspberry Pi 4. So this is the way friends you can install the Windows 11 on Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, I hope you will learn something from this video. We'll meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.